Back on Inside Tennessee with the overall political winners of 2021. Again, we've talked about local, state, and national, so this is the big one, the overall winner. Susan, let's start with you, the overall political winner of 2021.
Well, I'm going to go back again and talk about Joe Manchin. I just think he has become the total focus of Biden administration's legislation. And while I love local politics and state politics, I think right now, because we've got a new president, a new administration who had all of these bills that he wanted passed, and he talked about them during the campaign, he's not been able, he did get the infrastructure bill through. I'll give him credit for that. And 13 Republicans voted for it. And they still call it bipartisan. But Manchin holds all the key in the Senate, and that's just very powerful position to be in.
Don?
I thought real hard about this, and I was going to say, and I still stand by it, at least in part, Governor Gavin Newsom of California surviving a recall by 20 points. Additionally, turning the Supreme Court's ruling in the Texas abortion case on its head and said, oh, if you can do that with abortion, we can do it with guns. Watch this. And that's exactly what Chief Justice Roberts warned us about. However, I'm going to pick one that's local, state, and national for us. Bill Haslam for remaining yet another year out of Washington, D.C. Good for him. Not a good place to be right now.
All right, Susan, we've got just a couple of minutes left. How about your overall political loser?
Well, I've mentioned Kamala, and I'm going to add Joe Biden into that as well. You know, he's had a tough year. I mean, I know you don't watch Fox News, but if you do, you would really understand that it's pretty frightening sometimes on what President Biden says or fails to say, or he has these pauses and these moments where you're not sure that he is connected with us. And that bothers me as a citizen, that we may have a president that's not fully capable of being president. So I will throw the Biden-Harris as the overall losers for 2021.
Don, I think she is referring to you not watching Fox News, not our viewers.
She is, although I do tune into the enemy channel once in a while, and it is somewhat ridiculous. But, you know, Susan, I will note that President Biden's just a few years older than you are, so we still let you come on this show.
Thank you, Don.
So you're welcome. But so my political loser really is an issue, and that's the public confidence that's been lost in institutions like science, school boards, health departments, government as a whole. And it really, and again, I'm going to give a tip of the hat to Billy Stair. This is something we talked about earlier in the week. The absence of trust makes it impossible to really reach and implement hard science, fact, real life decisions, because everything has become politicized now, really to a detriment.
Only 15 seconds, Don, the one issue that dominated the year.
The politicization, if I can say that word correctly, of COVID. It's science, not politics.
Susan?
Mask mandates, forcing private businesses to make their employees wear masks.
We appreciate the conversation, and we will see you next week for political predictions on Inside Tennessee. Have a great weekend.